Alright, here we go. This is a ranked 1v1 onslaught between the green player on the left side is Maor247 in the pumpkin saucer, and his opponent, the red player on the right side, it will be happydeath in a classic saucer. Saucer versus saucer. Once again, Maor versus happydeath. Like Maor plays a lot of 1v1. Happydeath does too, and both of these players have tons of playtime and tons of games against each other on my channel. So both going with the exact same opening, slightly different positioning, but for the most part it's the same thing. T-45s and tanks to, wow, that's pretty much the exact same opening. Stinger getting abducted, but happydeath going straight to abduct the neutrals at mid. Wow, that is pretty awesome. And gonna set them on the high ground. Not gonna try to abduct the Stinger, whereas Maor did take his Stinger from here. So happydeath, I would say with those two Longhorn abducts, put him ahead. The Stinger didn't get abducted, but hey, whatever, not a huge deal. And he is in the area here while Maor chooses to do his scout / harass, so Maor will not be able to get anything abducted. Oh, no, Happy leaves real quick, and Maor will be not able to get that Longhorn. Okay, Happy and Maor pretty even right now, both having their, both of their outposts on their side of their maps under their control. 22-17, happydeath with those extra Longhorn. So we'll be obviously a little bit ahead in upkeep and gonna go for as, oh, gets that Seeker, but costs him his life. I don't think that is worth it. I don't remember what respawn costs are exactly, but it will allow Maor to grab this Seeker and get away scot-free. No penalties involved, so happydeath will, yeah, that Seeker is gone. So a little bit overextending there. There is the socketed T99, so there's a lot of AA here in the mid at Salt. So, okay, he's going to go for a Seeker abduct as well. And way over, oh, no, gets himself killed, but does get the Seeker. So, one lost Seeker from Maor. But in the meantime, oh my god, the abduct is going to be mad this entire game. Each time player gets killed and the other player notices, they're going to lose a unit and it will go to the other team's, go to the other player's army. So that's pretty hilarious. Maor way ahead of happydeath at the mid-fight. His initial T99 is already killed, and happydeath going to grab the Gaddy first, and then probably the T99. But Maor with tons of tanks here in the area. Gonna get the, oh man, gonna get that socketed T99. So Happy gonna move up a little bit, but a lot more unit presence over here from Maor at the mid-fight. Both players have a pretty well, well-formed defensive line should a bottom push happen, but Maor with tons of units over here is gonna, might want to socket that T99 again also as well. And there you go, and boom, boom. Oh no, did not socket it. Very interesting, and lots of AA over here for happydeath. And Maor does not hover and get a, a heal in time. That is pretty crazy. So happydeath gonna do his damnedest to get this outpost neutralized, I would think. No, only just puts the single T99 down in the back. Neutralization would be pretty huge, but a couple of Archies, I think, probably in the back there. And happydeath retreating that. Okay, retreating the T99 before it gets killed. But will Maor be able to get this Artie? No, or Archie. Happydeath picking it up in time. I'm a little bit surprised to see that Happy didn't try to abduct this or this T99 over here, so that's kind of strange. But Maor gonna easily, oh no, really, really close. Okay, blinks away there. Wow, wow, Happy almost got the kill just there. Very, very close, but tons of AA over here for Happy. The Stinger, I believe, is more cost-effective than the Seeker, which is why we're seeing it instead of Seekers being built. And a healing unit going down for Happy, able to save that Longhorn. Might want to just land in death ray. No, Maor microing his units back. So this is quite a strong mid-fight over here from both players. But obviously Maor winning with the outpost under his control. 47-41, so happydeath slightly behind. Gonna grab another T99, the one that I expected him to get to begin with. Not gonna get the honeypot, which is actually a pretty great unit regardless. So, oh, and Maor grabbing the box. happydeath repositioning the T99, gonna move his artillery line up just a little bit. No, does not grab his Archies. Which, let's see, how much healing does Maor have in this clump over here? It's just the one patcher. No, two patchers. But I guess that's enough against this many Archies, and Maor deciding to push forward. happydeath gonna pull back, obviously. But will it be enough? Does he have enough units over here? Maor will continue to push through. And, oh man, yeah, Maor is probably going to be able to push right through. No mech support yet, though. And no, like, distractive units drop down for Maor. So, going all the way across, kind of getting picked off, you know, as his units were powering through. So Maor actually losing a lot here. Actually losing a lot. Did not stop or anything, or micro support. So that was kind of weird. Or, you know, supplementary death ray or any other units dropped, anything like that. Oh, did actually go for the bottom push as well. Completely missed that. But now it is here, and he definitely has more units in the area than Happy Death, but getting himself killed. Tons of Seekers over here, and Happy, oh, with Necros. With the Necros, he might be able to get a large army instead over here. Wow, that would be pretty crazy. Would drop the Necro just getting dropped and getting itself killed pretty much. But more Necros to come out for Happy Death, I would think. Pulling back, no dropping and firing support from either player, which is pretty crazy. On all the Necros, gonna take the outpost under control, and while doing that, gonna Necro. 33 to 48, so Happy Death actually way ahead, actually upkeep capped right now until he takes that outpost back. There you go, and actually still upkeep capped now that he has hit 50. A little bit dangerous to have pushed or leapfrogged up against Maor's mid. Oh, no! Maor very, very close to death, and Happy gonna follow him back, and no, wow. That was craziness over there. I thought Maor would have had plenty of healing over here, but I guess not. He felt like he had to keep going back because he was in danger of being focused down by Happy. So Happy now going to move out. He definitely has the units to contest Maor here, but what will Maor do? Does he realize that Happy's pushing out? Has a bunch of gangsters in the back, so that will actually be a lot of damage. Pushing across the middle. He's pushing across middle. Is he going to switch? Did he send them into this post? I think he just set them to straight attack, which is why they're going across the bridge. What will Happy Death choose to do with this unit clump? There is a lot, not that much defense actually over here for Maor. It's relevant. Okay, now he's going to switch. Now he's going to switch to the mid. What is happening? He set them to follow, and I think he did switch it to mid, but this is a really strange unit split by Happy Death. Is he even going to push in these units over here? And all the gangsters down for Maor. He's gonna micro them too. Oh, he's gonna just pull back. Wow, this is really, really weird. And Happy Death did not push his units up here too. Okay, he told them to hold position there. This is so strange. I don't know, or did he command to hold position as they were moving? But Maor with a couple of free abducts, 49 to 47. This is in like complete chaos on the map right now, and this is only a 1v1. Happy Death with the creep spawn. Not going to be able to take this outpost for very long, but will be able to take it indeed. And the box. Grabs the box. 47-49. Pretty darn even. Will Maor be able to get this Archie? Yes. Happy Death not here to babysit. Not enough AA down on the field in this area to prevent Maor from getting those quick abducts. Especially, I'm not even sure, but he might have been using his active there. But Maor dropping two gangsters to abduct a gangster that they were attacking. Kind of strange. Didn't drop them behind the post or anything like that. But now Happy will get his free gangsters on his own. This is a lot of abduct this game. And now Maor pushing forward, but not here to support. What is he bringing in support? Just a couple of units. I don't know about that timing, but he will win this fight if Happy Death does not come back here to do some micro of his own. Maor really low in health, but Happy not able to get the kill once again. All the gangsters, this is a lot of just chaos and madness right now. Happy's actually getting better at this exchange because Maor's units kind of spread themselves out, and Happy actually getting himself killed. Maor getting the finish. And, oh, Happy actually pushed his units from bottom to mid, so he is not here to support, but I think this is probably going to be enough units over here to win the battle. I don't know, it'll be close because Maor has outpost support over here. More gangsters getting dropped down on the field for Maor, and Happy now coming back to the fight, but it's a little bit too late. Maor 27 to 22, a little bit ahead of Happy, but I think it's just enough, especially at this current state of the game. that he is at a distinct advantage, especially after grabbing that middle outpost and holding it. Wow, wow, okay. So Happy's unit's sitting over here. Maor's units, pretty much all gangsters here at the mid. This is post-nerf, by the way, so they take 2 upkeep and have slightly less health than they did last patch. But Happy gonna reestablish his defensive line over here. Probably gonna bring out a couple more artillery units. I don't know if he has Berthas in his loadout, but he is at level 8, so he definitely could build them if he chose to do so. Obviously, depending on his credits. Oh man, that is a lot. Okay, that is a Gorgon, and all those gangsters. Happy did not really realize how much damage he would take just sitting there trying to abduct a single Archie. And Maor not going to be able to get that T99 quite yet, but one more pass. No, Happy's coming back to the fight, so we can't really afford to do that. Gonna try to abduct the Goliath, but Happy is here, so that's pretty much fruitless. But Goliath's being spammed, and Gorgon's being brought out on the field by happydeath. I doubt he brought Berthas, and you probably won't be able to see this on his first loadout here. But a Gorgon, another one coming out on the field for happydeath, and the heavy mines. You know, it was a little bit. I'm a little bit surprised that we haven't seen any heavy mines until now. Okay, there was a couple over here for Maor, but kind of in an irrelevant position right now. I'm not really sure when he put those out. It might have been during a time when they were relevant to that location. But happydeath going to respond to this Goliath drop that Maor is bringing down. But 2 Goliath down the field for happydeath, so Maor forced to pull back, and the gangsters as well. 41 to 47. happydeath is actually a little bit ahead, which is a little bit surprising to me, as Maor has a commanding, well, not commanding, but he has a distinct outpost lead. Obviously, he has mid under his control, and happydeath doesn't have any like money makers on his side of the field or anything like that. He is unit capped at this point, so he might want to consider switching out some of his lesser, you know, less health dense units for more Goliaths for the most part. Lots of stingers out on the field right now, and you can actually trade that for cash. 31,000 is what he's sitting on right now. Maor is at 1,000, so he's not sitting on anything really. But he has the unit capped to spare. His max is 61, whereas happydeath's is 50. He is pushing in right now. Oh gosh, and Maor is not really here to realize that. And the heavy mines go down, but that's way not in, you know, way not in advance enough. happydeath micros this Goliath, but this Goliath on the low ground is not going to have field of, you know, line of sight to these high ground Goliaths, or high ground units of any kind. And happydeath forced to pull back, as that was not an opportune timed push, I would think. But it kind of was, since Maor wasn't in the area, but he wasn't there really to support it as well. And Maor was still kind of flying back and forth. And there you go. No distraction of any kind as well. So that's one thing that I like to see when... Oh, very, very close. I like to see when people push is throw a couple distraction fort drops or a small light unit push, something like that. A cheese right as you push. So it forces the opponent to, you know, be somewhere else for the most part. Tons of Gorgons out in the field right now. And Zippers out for happydeath. For why? No clue. That is... random as random gets, pretty much. Did he steal that Archie right just now? I'm not sure. He might have. But it will be a single Archie firing in, so this game is actually probably going to go the distance, I would think. 13 minutes in already. And happydeath going to easily boost back. Not really in too much danger of getting killed. I don't even know why he didn't just decide to transform and blink. Probably would have been fine. Okay, though, so the Zippers for the distraction, but for the distraction fort health damage sound. And Maor now pushing forward. happydeath needs to pull that T99 back. Will he go all the way to this post here? And the heavy mines, and oh no, the gangster actually did not set it off, or did not get damaged by it. Okay, no, he did an attack command. He did an attack fort command. It's going all the way past. So that's kind of strange. happydeath now forced to deal with a couple of these gangsters over here, but now Maor, okay, now I kind of get it. happydeath gonna have to respond to these gangsters, while Maor goes with the outpost push, the outpost attack. Yes, he is changing their command, so they will now redirect themselves to the outpost. But now happydeath has a bunch of free gangsters at the cost of a little bit of fort health. Not really worth it. And Maor also going to go for the attack here, down here at the bottom, abducting the brutes, which is pretty huge. So he will be able to take that outpost under his control as well. Happy is really, really struggling here with being super upkeep capped. He can't produce anything. And his Goliaths are kind of outside of the range of the majority of these units over here. Maor now with his bottom left, or I guess the bottom right outpost under his control, but does get himself finished off here. Too many Gorgons in the area for him to handle. And red team gets the outpost back under control briefly. I think Happy, if he, used that death on Maor as an opportunity to attack these units, supplementing it with micro and death ray, and maybe even some abduct, might have been able to get the majority, if not all of these units killed, but I guess we'll never know. Hard to tell. I can't really count like this while I'm doing some commentary, but 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, no. Eye on the prize. Eye on the prize. Happy Death low on health, but getting himself out of there before Maor is able to get him killed. But Maor with a very, very large advantage right now. Gangsters coming out like crazy, and Happy Death won't really be able to do much about it. Forced to pull his units down to the low ground, and more free gangsters for him if he so chooses to abduct them, and he does. And there you go. So 55 to 29, obviously Happy Death's going to be way behind here because he has way less upkeep, max upkeep to work with. He really needs to start, he needed to make a move like a minute ago, not even now. But gonna put those gangsters. Okay, I'm not even really sure what he chose to do. Probably a capture command, so they got like more of us around here. And Happy Death, oh, Maor getting himself killed by other Gorgons here. And Happy Death needs to focus those Gorgons down, I would think. And can maybe start abducting if he can kill 1 or 2 of the AA units, which is basically the Gorgon. And oh man, I didn't even realize Maor abducted that. You guys might have saw that. But yeah, Happy Death way behind at this point, now getting dominated. Maor coming back to the fight, and I'm pretty sure this is going to be the end. But wow, 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 what an exchange at the middle earlier in the game. Oh god, so dangerous for Happy Death to try to abduct the Goliath. I would think that, just trying to nab whatever low health units is there, whatever like gangster or something like that, or even the T99, which is way less of a time commitment than trying to abduct the Goliath. Happy Death really needs this neutralization ASAP. And he does get it, but forced to deal with this gangster drop. Oh, where's there a nuke? I did not even see that. Maor did drop a nuke, and only the Stinger will get killed. Minuscule damage on that one Gorgon over there. And it doesn't really matter, though. Lots of gangsters here at the fort. Happy Death, probably the only chance he has is to abduct these, but honestly, there is very little chance right now. It's 67 to 28 upkeep on the field. Happy trying to abduct what he can, but Gorgon coming out to prevent Maor from, dropping more. He will be able to hold out for a little while if he chooses to do so. But lots of damage going down still. He's at about 1/5 of his health left. He has made a Gorgon wall, though, so Maor can't really pass. Even though Maor's already level 12, it's still really crazy for a saucer to try to pass that many Gorgons, even with Blink. But Happy Death with nothing but AA on the field for the most part. Basically has to fight off all of the, ground attacking units on his own. A couple of abducted gangsters and stuff, and there's one Goliath sitting there, but the nuke, another marker, does go down on the field, forcing Happy Death to reposition his Gorgon wall. The Goliath will actually get damaged there if he doesn't pull that back also. But I think the domination damage is pretty much gonna seal the deal here. There's very little, and some of the creeps get killed, but that's not a big deal. Happy Death needs to get a neutralization, and he needs to get it now. Okay, he's doing some fort damage, because maybe he's gonna choose to neutralize one of these posts? No, I don't know about that. Pretty much nothing happened there. And Maor even grabbing the lockbox. And Happy Death is now going to start taking damage unless he can get a neutralization. 2 Tesla towers. Going to put them on the low ground, and they will shred all the creeps coming through. But Maor with a marker down on the right side of this bridge as Happy Death's units are moving. But the domination damage does finish Happy Death off. Maor247 taking this ranked 1v1 on Salt over Happy Death. Take a look at the scores here. Obviously, a higher score for Maor. That generally happens for the for a win of this nature, not like a backdoor random type of thing. Oh gosh, let's get away from that. But I guess if I had to pick what, well, there were so many random things. It was the mid fight and Maor taking it and holding it for such a long time, and Happy not being able to get it neutralized, and Happy Death's weird pushes through the middle. He split, and then he set them to hold position on the low ground. That was really, really confusing. So I don't know if I could figure out what he was thinking there. That might enlighten me on certain things. But anyway, guys, keep sending in your replays, set them up, make those folders, and keep playing ranked PvP. Really, really would appreciate that. This is Areyouwhy, and that is game. See you next time.